What is going on, everybody? It's your boy John, and welcome back to Gearbox. So today we are gonna have a nice chill video for you. Just kind of feel like talking, giving a life update, talking about me, talking about the channel, just giving you a little insight into, I guess, behind the scenes of Gearbox, and I guess doing a little venting. Not really anything to vent about, but you know what I'm saying. Anywho, we are in the F-150. I know I haven't done a whole lot of videos on this truck as of recent. Obviously, I'm super duper excited about the Mark V Supra and want to push out a bunch of content on that. More mods coming for that, by the way. But figured we'd get back in the truck, do a little back road driving, because we live in South Carolina and it's finally some nice weather. I don't have the windows down for wind noise, but I sure wish I did. But let's get right into it, right? Little life update. Work's going well. Things are going well. Like, nothing too terribly crazy to, I guess, report back with, if that makes sense. But, you know, as far as work goes, have some travel coming up, going up to Boston in a couple weeks, have some conferences, all of that type of stuff, which is always kind of a double-edged sword for me, to be honest. I like traveling. I like getting out of the office every once in a while, although I am kind of a creature of habit and like my little space inside the office. But it's good. Going to Boston, going to Miami, Florida, going to be going to Asheville later this year, which isn't too far from us, but and some little things here and there, but nothing crazy. Gearbox, you know, changing gears a little bit. YouTube is going great, guys. For everyone that's watching this video that has supported me for the last, you know, couple years, or maybe you're new-ish to the channel, but you've been supporting, you've been liking, you've been commenting, all that sort of stuff, thank you. I really use this as an outlet, one, for my creative side. I wouldn't necessarily say I'm the most creative person ever, but it's more so that creativity in like this form of media intrigues me. But it's a good way for me to just do something different and have conversations with myself, I guess. And maybe, just maybe, some of you guys can resonate as well. But once again, I really do appreciate the support. I really am excited to see where this channel goes in the future, and all the good, fun stuff we have planned for the future, especially. That'll be exciting. But really, outside of that, just some personal life stuff. Just have a couple, you know, a lot of weddings coming up. I'm kind of in that part of my life, I guess. You know, I'm 26 years old. Whether it be friends, family, friends, whatever. I feel like all of these weddings are starting to pile on to each other. And of course, I was part of the problem last year. Got married in June of last year, and love my wife very much, but the problem with a lot of these weddings upcoming is that they're not here, or not even close to here. Here being South Carolina, going to be doing some travel up to my birthplace of Cincinnati, Ohio. Going to be doing some travel to Indianapolis, Indiana. Going to be doing some travel to Jacksonville, Florida. Probably go down to Alabama and visit a buddy. Not a wedding, but still travel. And yeah, I'm excited. Obviously, bachelor parties and that type of stuff come hand in hand with weddings, because a lot of these people are family members or close friends. So I will be partaking in that, which I probably don't need to speak any more on what all happens at bachelor parties, because you either know or you're gonna figure it out sooner rather than later, and I'm not gonna ruin it for you. But one big thing that's actually recently happened, and it's not necessarily me, like an accomplish that I've done necessarily, but my dad. My parents still live up in Cincinnati, Ohio. I would say, my family as a whole is extremely close and kind of tight-knit. And, being further away from them, 7-hour drive or whatever, has been an adjustment. I mean, it hasn't negatively impacted me really or anything like that, but, just seeing them, and when I do get to spend time with them, being able to cherish all those moments and that type of stuff is important as far as I'm concerned. But one step in the right direction as far as being able to spend more time with them is the fact that my dad just purchased an airplane. And I don't say that to be, oh, look at me, look at my dad, But, if you saw my last video and another video or two on this channel, I'm a pilot, my dad's a pilot. And just as a hobby, we just like doing it. Right now I'm getting my instrument rating. But my dad and I have always bonded over aviation. We're the only two people in the family who give a flying shit about flying. And so therefore, when we go flying and when we're talking about aviation, we're really the only two that can geek out about it, because we're really the only ones that know. So he bought a A36 Beechcraft Bonanza that will allow them to not drive 7 hours to South Carolina, but fly about an hour 45, maybe 2 hours, cruising at, let's call it 180 knots. And I am super, super pumped for them for a lot of reasons. One, obviously seeing them and bridging that gap, I guess you could call it. But selfishly, I'm over the moon because that means I get to fly said Bonanza. Now, one caveat is I need to get my instrument rating first, so that way the insurance on the plane isn't an absolute fortune. But that's going to be some really good bonding time with my dad and doing some cross countries, getting familiar with the plane. I'm not a complex rated pilot at this point, so constant speed prop, retractable landing gear, high performance engine, that type of stuff. So I'm excited to do that along with my IFR cert, as well as just spend time with my dad, spend time with my parents in the plane. It's a 6-seater. We can all go up, shoot the shit while we're flying, and hang out. So really, really excited about that. I know that's been a dream of my dad's for a long time, and he's finally in a position to make it happen and not, I don't know, make poor financial decisions while doing it. Although you could argue that buying a plane is a poor financial decision, but you know what? Poor financial decisions and happiness tend to kind of go hand in hand, so whatever makes you happy. But anyway, that's kind of it. Just wanted to give you guys an update. I think when this video is going to be posted, I'll actually be up in Cincinnati for a bridal shower, and no, I will not be attending said bridal shower, but my wife will. But I will be instead out golfing. We're getting back to golfing weather, which is awesome. I haven't swung a club in forever now, and so it's probably going to be pretty ugly, but need to take advantage of the nice weather and do all that sort of shit. So really looking forward to it. Looking forward to the springtime weather, March Madness, all the good stuff that comes with the spring. The winter's fine. But my approach to the winter is if it's going to be cold, it better be snowing. And South Carolina doesn't really abide by those rules. So cold weather, bad. Springtime, good. Basketball, yeah. Baseball, opening day. My wife and I are huge Braves fans. Get to go back to the Braves games, back to the Battery. But anyway, yeah, I just figured I'd give you guys a little kind of day in the life update, whatever you want to call it, type of vlog. I know this is by no stretch close to our typical uploads on the Wonderful Gearbox channel, but I figured, what the hell, might as well do it. We're driving around enjoying the day, so that's what I wanted to do, and so that's what we did. Point blank, period. But anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed today's video. I know it was probably pretty boring and just listening to me talk, but if you enjoyed listening to me talk, and maybe you want to talk back and have a little conversation, drop them in the comments down below. That's what they're there for. Let's talk. let's be friends. Let's all be nice, one big happy family. Hit the like button if you liked what you saw. If you want more of this type of content, let me know. I've always thought about it, but figured it might just be a waste of time because no one wants to hear me ramble on. But I don't know, that was pretty good. And as always, hit subscribe. Hit the notification bell to get notified every single time we upload a video here on Gearbox. And without further ado, you ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, have a magnificent rest of your day. Peace.